Hi friend, it's Stacy, and today's episode is a bit of a change from our usual day brightener. My husband John and I lost a good friend last week, and today's episode is a response to grief. For all of us who've experienced loss of any kind or the valley of the shadow of death, this one's for you, for me, for all of us. And if you know someone else who might need today's episode, feel free to pass it along. Until next week. Hi, I'm Stacy Holmes, and this is Glordinary, a few moments where we celebrate God's glory and champion the ordinary. I'm glad you're here. Everything about that text message felt wrong. The tone, the content, the timing. One of my dear friends sent out a hasty SOS to the SHAK group. SHAK, S-H-A-K. It stands for the 4 first names of a small group of ladies that meet in my home. 4 homeschool moms, 4 Jesus followers, 4 friends. We've met together for 4 or 5 years now, supporting each other, talking shop, talking kiddos, talking life. Our homeschooling confidence has wavered and grown through the years, our friendship and bond stronger with each cup of coffee, or water for one of us. But this text message caught all of us unprepared, caught our breath, caught our thoughts, caught our hearts. You see, it wasn't just the urgency for our dear friend's beloved mother who was in a medical emergency. It was the fact that her mom was like a second mom to each of us. To lose her mother was like losing an extension of our own moms, and everything about that feels wrong. We stopped everything we were doing, my family instantly praying, begging our merciful Father in heaven for a miracle. Yet this side of eternity, the miracle we sought did not come, and everything about that feels wrong. And as I sat with my friend, grieving with her, grieving for her, I kept replaying that comment in my heart. Lord, everything about this feels wrong. And then it hit me. It feels wrong because it is wrong. King Solomon, said to be the wisest man on earth, wrote these words in Ecclesiastes 3:11, God has set eternity in the hearts of men. He's set eternity in our hearts because everything about death and sorrow is just wrong. It's cruel. It's violent. It was never meant to be like this. You don't have to follow Jesus to know it just feels wrong. And it should feel wrong because death is not who our God is. He is a God of life. In fact, Jesus announced that He is the resurrection and the life. God is life, and we long for life because everything about death just feels wrong. We long for eternity with Him, even if we don't realize it. The Bible reminds us this earthly life, it's but a vapor, fleeting like a mist, but the days don't always feel that way this side of eternity. And when the unthinkable unfolds, and when tragedy happens, when loss rips the very ground out from beneath us, life doesn't feel so fleeting, does it? Time seems to stand still, and we're left wondering how we'll survive. How can life keep moving on when everything just feels wrong? Because God has set eternity in the hearts of men. And I can't help but wonder across this whole wide world how many of our Glordinary friends are feeling the sting of loss this day. How many of us are sending the quote-unquote text message that no one longs to send? How many of us are receiving the quote-unquote text message no one hopes to read? Because no matter who you are, loss is real. It's painful, and grief is its own kind of monster. But Psalm 54:4 says, "But I know that God helps me. The Lord is the one who keeps me going." Did you hear that? The Lord is the one who keeps me going. Moment by moment, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. When we're struggling to function, struggling to get out of bed, struggling to breathe, the Lord is the one who keeps me going. When the grief overwhelms, when the depression sinks in its teeth, when the anger lashes, the Lord is the one who keeps me going. And when a day comes, and it will, where a smile surprises our face, may we lean into the moment with a whispered prayer of gratitude that says, "The Lord is the one who keeps me going." So, friend, if you are in a season of deep grief, like my dear friends, where everything just feels wrong, please know this: only a good God would set eternity in the hearts of men. Only a good God would put a beacon signal within our souls, reminding us of who He is, where we belong, and how to get home, our real home. And only a good God would eternally right the wrongs of this life by sending His own Son, who became the death sentence intended for me, for you, only for Him to become death and conquer the grave forever. Like Luke 24:5 says, "But why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He is risen." To those underwater in the depths of despair this day, I pray you will know the grace of a very good and generous God, even and especially when everything just feels wrong. Because the Lord is the one who keeps me going, and He will keep you going too. Moment by moment, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, one step at a time, one breath at a time, because the Lord is the one who keeps me going. Thanks be to God. Remember, you're not alone in this. I'm praying for you, friend. Have a glordinary day.